Zaheer Khan is an Indian fast bowler with all the traits that made the Pakistani fast bowlers a phenomenon. He swings the new ball and reverses the old. He does well on flat subcontinent pitches and relishes the helpful ones away. And he controls all three balls well. SG, Duke and Kookaburra. He might not quite have the skills of Wasim Akram, who he has often been compared to, but mentally Zaheer has become as good as Akram. He knows how to get wickets, he has an intuitive sense of when to go for the kill, and once a batsman has shown him the slightest hint of a weakness, Zaheer preys on it ruthlessly. Unlike the Pakistan fast bowlers of the 2000s though, he stays away from controversy and is pretty low-key off the field. Zaheer's career can be easily divided into three distinct sections, neatly segregated by injuries. He was all promise ever since he bowled Steve Waugh for the full delivery in the Champions Trophy in 2000. A mysterious injury in Australia in 2003-4 hamstring at first and later discovered to be a nerve twitch then tortured him for the best part of the next 2 years. Every comeback ended in a frustrating setback through a new injury. In 2006, though, Zaheer, now with a shorter run-up, a fitter body, and a meaner mind, dazzled England with 78 wickets for Worcestershire, where teammates started calling him Zippy Zaki. He was the perfect foil for Sreesanth in South Africa, and he then regained his status as leader of the pack with a match-winning display at Trent Bridge, as India won only their fifth test on English soil. The new, lethal Zaheer was not only the leader of the Indian attack, he was one of the best in the world. With his guidance, India claimed the #1 ranking in tests and the World Cup in 2011, which he called "my greatest cricketing moment." Zaheer was seen as a vital resource ahead of a lengthy test season comprising a Fortis Tour of England and then a Fortis Tour of Australia in 2011-12. But a hamstring injury on the very first day led to India losing one of their premier match winners, and also every one of those matches. It wasn't until Zaheer's return for the Johannesburg Test against South Africa that India could stem their run of test losses overseas. At 35 years, he still had all the tricks, but his pace was down, and he looked rather spent even while playing the second of back-to-back tests in Durban. There was no doubting how much Zaheer prized test cricket though. He took a 5-4 in what became his final test, the same one in which Brendan McCullum hit a triple tone and ended his career with 311 test wickets, second only to Kapil Dev among Indian fast bowlers. Zaheer continues to do his bit in the IPL though. He was bought by Delhi Daredevils for 4 crores rupees in 2015 and he was named their captain in 2016. Zaheer Khan debuted in Test cricket against Bangladesh at Dhaka on 10 November 2000. His last Test match was against New Zealand at Wellington on 14 February 2014. Zaheer Khan debuted in ODI cricket against Kenya at Nairobi on 3 October 2000. His last ODI match was against Sri Lanka at Pallekele on 4 August 2012. Zaheer Khan debuted in T20 International against South Africa at Johannesburg on 1 December 2006. His last T20 International match was also against South Africa at Colombo, RPS, on 2 October 2012. Zaheer Khan played 92 Test matches and took 311 wickets with a bowling average of 32.94. His best bowling of 7 for 87 against Bangladesh at Mirpur in 2010 helps India to win the match by 10 wickets. Zaheer Khan was declared man of the match in that test. He also scored 1,231 runs in his entire Test career with a poor batting average of 11.95. His highest score of 75 against Bangladesh at Dhaka in 2004 helps India to win the Test by an innings and 140 runs. He hits 3 half-centuries along with 28 sixes in his entire Test career. As a fielder, he took 19 catches. Zaheer Khan played 200 ODI matches and took 282 wickets with a bowling average of 29.43. His best bowling of 5 for 42 against Sri Lanka at Margao in 2007 helps India to win the match by 5 wickets. Zaheer Khan was declared man of the match in that ODI. He also scored 792 runs in his entire ODI career with a poor batting average of 12.00. He had a decent ODI strike rate of 73.46. He hits 24 sixes in his entire ODI career. As a fielder, he took 43 catches. Zaheer Khan also played 17 T20 international matches and took only 17 wickets with a strong bowling average of 26.35. His best bowling of 4 for 19 against Ireland at Nottingham in the ICC World T20 2009 helps India to win the match by 8 wickets. Zaheer Khan was declared man of the match in that T20 international. As a fielder, he took 2 catches. Zaheer Khan's first-class, List A, and T20 records were very impressive. He played 169 first-class matches and took 672 wickets with a bowling average of 27.97. He also scored 2,489 runs. In List A, he played 253 matches and took 357 wickets with an average of 29.14. He also scored 1,047 runs in List A cricket. Zaheer Khan also played 138 T20 matches and took 139 wickets.